Hi guys, so today I wanted to do like an unboxing sort of thing for you, but it's kind of a lie because I have already unboxed this and I've already worn it. However, when I was looking to purchase these shoes, I saw that there weren't any videos on them on YouTube. And I know because Naked Wolfe is kind of like an Instagram brand, there just isn't as much information about their products available online as like a major shoe company. So I know that videos like this can be really helpful as a consumer, and I went ahead and pulled the trigger and got these shoes. So I wanted to show you guys what they look like and what comes with them. So if you've kind of been thinking about getting something from Naked Wolfe, you kind of know what to expect. So yes, I have worn them one time. This isn't a true unboxing, but maybe that's for the better because I can give you guys kind of an honest review from how I've gotten on with them so far. First of all, before we jump into things, hi, my name is Samantha. If you don't know me, welcome to my channel. I do primarily fashion and lifestyle videos. This is an extra kind of added video I decided to film, so that's why we're just really casual today, no makeup. Sorry. Yes, I'm wearing a shirt with a unicorn on it. I went out last night. I'm exhausted. Yeah, but I still wanted to get a video up for you guys. Let's just go. Let's just get started. I got these shoes for my birthday. They were a birthday gift to myself. They were very expensive, okay? Really quickly, just to kind of tell you my experience with Naked Wolfe, I first purchased their sporty sneakers maybe 3 years ago now, when honestly the brand had just started. Influencers had just started wearing them. I pulled the trigger and bought them. They were like $200, and I remember thinking to myself, is this insane that I'm purchasing sneakers from this brand that's like very unknown? They're clearly expensive. I don't even know how they're gonna fit. You really don't know what you're getting yourself into, but they're my favorite sneakers. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you've definitely heard me say this in vlogs before. I have repurchased those sporty sneakers 3 times. 3 times. I'm on my 3rd pair. I also have the track sneakers in the leopard pattern, and I'm obsessed with those as well. I will say, I purchased them full price 1 time. Then the next 2 times that I purchased them, I was smart enough to buy them on Black Friday. Naked Wolfe has a Black Friday sale every year, or rather Cyber Monday, whatever you're gonna call it, where everything is 30% off. When most of the sneakers and shoes retail around $300, that's a huge savings. It's great. Because I've been following them for so long, getting their emails for so long, and I've kind of gotten into this like routine of buying the sporty sneakers literally every year, that Cyber Monday weekend, and getting them for 30% off. It really pains me to have to buy shoes from them when it's not Black Friday. You know what I mean? Because you know that you could be getting them at such a discounted rate. Now that I think about it, there might be one other time during the year, I want to say maybe like Memorial Day around May, where they are discounted again, maybe 25, 30. But I tried to look in my emails and I couldn't find any emails from them advertising a sale other than that Black Friday weekend. So either I was imagining that or I'm getting them confused with someone else. But the point is, their stuff doesn't really go on sale. Once upon a time, they used to sell Naked Wolfe on Revolve. And I remember have I purchased 4 pairs of the sporty sneakers? No, that sounds insane, but maybe I have. Because I think one year I got a pair on Revolve. You can use Afterpay, so that might help you out a little bit, but I don't think they sell on Revolve anymore. I think now they're just fully back to their own website. And obviously they have grown a lot as a brand over the past handful of years. They offer so many more options. I think they also have a warehouse now that they ship out of in London, so I'm pretty sure these shoes came from the UK. They didn't come from China. I'm only saying that because of shipping. They use DHL, comes very fast. I've really never had a problem with the shipping. I've never really had any type of issue with customer service, have been consistent in sizing with them. The only thing is the price point for me, especially because I'm someone that is kind of, I guess, heavy on my feet, but I definitely wear shoes into the ground. If you don't know, I live in New York City, and when I'm not in New York, I'm in Chicago, and you know, those aren't really like clean cities, and I do a ton of walking in New York. I really do wear, especially sneakers, like into the ground, so to speak. Every year with those sporty sneakers, I get to the point where my feet are bleeding in the back because the back of the sneaker is like literally disintegrating inside of the shoe because of how hard I am on it. To me, that doesn't really say anything about Naked Wolfe. That more so just speaks to how I am with sneakers. I usually repurchase like Vans slip-ons, Air Force Ones, like every couple of years, just because I kind of am very rough with my sneakers. So that being said, I think they're amazing quality, and I just love the style of them. I love how like in your face, Bratz doll, kind of Baby Spice all of their shoes are, which is why I do feel like it's justified to spend this much money on a pair of shoes. All of that to say, Up until this point, I've only owned chunky sneakers from them. I am traditionally a size 9 and I'm a 39 in all of them. They've been true to size for me. I haven't had any problems. All very comfortable and all very easy to break in. These boots caught my eye. I'd been thinking about them for quite a while because they remind me of the Billy boots from Saint Laurent. And like I said, knowing how hard I am on my shoes, I would never spend that much money on shoes, but I definitely am like a chunky boot gal. If you've been following me on Instagram for any amount of time, you know that I tend to wear these really huge, chunky, thigh-high, knee-high boots from Unif all the time. I have some chunky shoes from Dolls Kill. I love a good like Bratz doll boot. These to me though looked a little bit more sophisticated, and that's what I was going for when I was thinking about what I was gonna wear for my birthday this year. And I also thought this would just be a great addition to my chunky shoe collection. I was nervous to get them though, just because, like I said, a sneaker is one thing, but like a more structured leather shoe that potentially might be uncomfortable and you're paying like $300 for it, I wasn't sure. So like I said, I went to YouTube and I looked for some videos and I didn't really find anything, so hopefully this is helpful to somebody. I pulled the trigger, I ordered them, I paid full price. I mean, I kind of wish I didn't have to. I wish that I hadn't needed them for any specific occasion and I would have just put them on my wish list and waited until Thanksgiving and bought them, but they're here now. So let's just get into it. I'll show you how they came. So like I said, they ship very, very quickly. I'm pretty sure they arrived within like 2 days. The box that you get, guys, is really, really nice. Like it's very strong and super structured. And I actually have 2 of the sneaker boxes under my bed that I have kept for storage and organization just because the box is so good. Obviously it says Naked Wolfe here on the lid. Pretty big box because the shoes were big. The style name is a Jailbreaker. They come in black. I'm a 9 and it translates to European 39, UK 6. According to them. When you open the box, you get a little card from them that has the steps and information for if you need to return or exchange. But like I said, I've never had to do that. It is nice to note that they are consistent in sizing, at least in my experience, across 3 different styles of shoes. I'm always a 9, so that's good to know. There was this random like cardboard piece on the top. I'm not sure why, maybe to just help with packaging. I love that they have their own little like branded tissue paper. I really don't think they used to have that. So like I said, they're growing as a company, paying more attention to things like packaging, which is great. I'm like unboxing as if there's something in here and they're not. There's nothing in there, but I kept all this stuff because I wanted to show you guys. They do package super well. All of these pieces were for one shoe. They use a lot of packaging. They want the shoe to remain structured and intact until it arrives at your door, which I think is great. It's a little bit tricky to pull out of the shoe, but whatever, it's fine. And then each shoe comes in a dust bag. And this is true for the sneakers as well, which I think is great. I don't personally keep my shoes in any type of dust bag to store them, but I keep these because they make great packing material for if you're moving, but also just like going on vacation and you need to pack something that you don't want to get scratched or get anything else dirty. Having these is just great. I love that they do that. And also, again, it's like you're thinking to yourself, these shoes are $300. Am I getting like a $300 experience? In my opinion, so far, yes. Shipping, incredibly fast. Box, packaging, top notch. Everything is secure, nothing is askew, attention to detail, branding all over everything. You know, I feel like those are the things that if you were new to Naked Wolfe, you would be impressed by. They've been doing this pretty much the whole time that I've been shopping from them. So like I said, you know, this is just kind of a given for me. But yeah, I think it's a great way to like keep new customers returning, is knowing that they're kind of paying for like a whole experience and you're getting all of this really nice packaging, which hopefully, you know, reflects the price point and the quality of the shoe. So let's get into the shoes. I'm so excited to show you guys. I wore them once. I wore them once on my birthday. I will insert a photo here of the iconic birthday photo shoot moment. They were exactly what I wanted them to be. They fit the bill perfectly to a T. I have a couple of tiny critiques, but nothing that was so big that made me want to return them, obviously. This is what they look like. I'm inclined to say like, oh, they're so extreme, but if you know me and you've ever spent any time with me in real life, they're not extreme at all. They're like absolutely the most Samantha shoe ever. I will put all of the information in the description box as to like the heel height and things like that, but for now I'm just gonna chat through like my experience and kind of what I see. Jeez, New York City is disgusting. This is what they look like after wearing them out for one night. They have their little Naked Wolf emblem underneath on the side of the heel here, the part that's out towards the world. Then there's this Naked Wolf branding here on the back, which I could do without. I don't need this. Or maybe only like one time. Like, why do we have to have it repeating? I don't know. I think the branding, like I said, right here and also right here and on the bottom, like that's enough. I don't, whatever. But they tend to like brand a lot of their stuff like that. So comes with the territory, I guess. They zipper on the inside here. This is a very like heavy duty kind of zipper. It was actually a little bit difficult for me to get on the first time, but you can feel that it's getting a little bit easier as you use it. Then on the inside here, it just, you know, has all the basic kind of information, made in Cambodia, sizing and style name and whatnot. And it also does say Naked Wolf there inside. I think you can see that. The reason that I was so drawn to these is because the toe is kind of square. I think you guys can see that. The other two chunky boots that I wear the most often are definitely rounded, and I thought that this added some type of like sophisticated element. The way that the heel in the back kind of like curves in, I think gives the illusion that your leg is thinner than it is, because it's like over exaggerating the bottom of your foot and curving in towards your ankle. I don't think I have like big legs, meaning like I don't have like cankles or anything, but I was a competitive figure skater for 15 years. So I definitely have figure skater thighs, and I have never lost like the calf muscles that I have. My calves are like insanely defined. So I have a similar pair of shoes from Lamoda that are boots just like this. I'll leave those linked down below as well, because if you're interested in them, they're a really good dupe for something like this. They were only like $49 or something, but they were way too tight here around the calf, and I simply couldn't get them zipped up all the way. I could go to the trouble of getting them stretched out, but I felt like that kind of pulling at the fabric wouldn't make my legs look very good. Whereas this, like I said, over exaggerates on the outside. As it comes in here, it does look a little thinner, and then it opens up, if you can see that, a little bit at the top. My calves aren't like squished in here by any means. I have like a little bit of wiggle room, which I think is good. Obviously, if you were skinnier, you would have a lot more room, and I just think that makes the shoe look like it fits a little bit better. There's really nice stitching here that goes around to the front. I will insert as well a picture of the Saint Laurent Billy boots, so you guys can see like what I was kind of trying to go for, you know, and why I felt like this was a good kind of midpoint, not something super cheap, but not spending almost $1,000 on boots. Let's just get two quick cons out of the way. Like I said, this on the back to me is it's a little much. I could do without it, but also it's on the back. Like, I don't really notice it when I'm wearing it. I guess it's not like a huge deal. I just felt like maybe it could be distracting in like photos or something. I guess it wasn't as bad as maybe I was anticipating when I pulled it out, but they do have like some other boots where this branding is like even more obnoxious and just kind of like really in your face. I feel like, don't get me wrong, I like designer items, but I tend to go for things that are a little bit more understated. I don't need this. I'm not like wild about it, but I love so many other aspects in the overall design of the shoe that I'm just like, whatever, I guess it's fine. The other thing is the kind of arch here. It's not that extreme, and granted, I've only worn them one time, but these are nowhere near as comfortable as the platforms that I have from Unif, because the way that Unif does their platforms, it's like straight across. So it really just feels like you're wearing any old shoe, like any sneaker or something. People would always say to me like, how do you wear shoes like that? They look so insane. I'm like, you guys don't realize my foot is literally almost flat. And these definitely were like a little bit, not painful, but they started to get uncomfortable as the night went on. I wore them for, I would say I wore these from like 6 p.m. until 1 a.m. We're in COVID times right now, so my lifestyle is very different. We went out to dinner for my birthday. We did like a little staycation at a hotel in Nolita, and then we took an Uber to Nobu, which is in Tribeca downtown, and then we took an Uber back, and then I wore them like around Nolita and in our hotel room, and then I took them off. Then the next day I wore them again to walk around and get coffee on the Lower East Side. That was fine, but it was starting to get a little bit uncomfortable along the arches. I'm not usually someone that gets pain in my arches because, like I mentioned, I was a competitive figure skater, so I'm very used to my foot being in a like uncomfortable position. Maybe it just hasn't been like that for so long because in quarantine I'm just wearing like slippers and sneakers all the time, but but something that I feel like I just have to keep in mind for myself personally is the night that I wore these out wasn't really indicative of a traditional night out for me, like what is typical for my lifestyle. Normally when I go out, like, you know, when COVID isn't a thing, I will leave my house around 6, go to dinner, go to one club, go to a different club, go to a third club, go to a bar to end the night. I will be wearing this type of shoe from like 6 p.m. to 4:30 a.m. I tend to walk everywhere. Once I get downtown, like I'll take the train downtown usually. Once I'm down there, I walk everywhere that I need to. I don't know how these shoes would really stand up during that, and I am slightly worried that even if they begin to get a little bit more comfortable where wearing them for that extended period of time is fine for me, that I'm gonna end up like completely just destroying them. And like I could see this part getting very, very scuffed up, and the heel as well, because they're wrapped in leather. This is like that rubber kind of material, but the platforms are both leather. Whereas the platform on like my Dolls Kill shoes, for example, this part is all rubber. So the part that's closest to the ground and potentially going to, you know, rub up against and get scuffed and bump along things or whatever, that's not such a nice material. This might become very obvious on these when they start to scuff up. And I'm not sure if they're still going to look good because they do look so like sophisticated right now in my opinion and just very sleek. I don't know if they're gonna look good when they start to get roughed up. I don't really have anyone else to reference because I don't know anyone else that owns these shoes. I haven't really seen that many influencers wear them, and the few that I have, they like probably live in LA and drive their cars all the time and barely wear these out on the street. So I guess I'll have to check back in with you guys about how these withstand the test of time, especially living in New York City. But overwhelmingly, I bought these for the design. Like I said, I needed something different. I needed something that looked very sleek. I guess I wanted to be very like sophisticated because I did turn 28. I still want to stay true to myself, and like I am very much a wannabe pop star, Bratz doll, Spice Girl. So this was kind of like a compromise in my mind of something that I could see wearing with some more sophisticated outfits. Like I could wear these with a really nice trouser or a tailored jean, and I could wear them with dresses or skirts. So stay tuned for that. Follow me on Instagram if you guys want to see other ways that I end up styling these. To be perfectly honest, I don't anticipate wearing them that much over the spring and summer just because with the way things look like they're going with COVID and things opening up in New York City again, I don't think I'm gonna be like fully returning to nightlife until probably like the end of summer, and that's usually when it's super, super hot and wearing a shoe like this would be really obnoxious. These might just kind of be chilling until the fall. I feel like overall I am very happy that I spent the money and I made the investment. I'm supporting a company that I really like. I love their shoes, like I said. I love, you know, repping them and supporting them. I love people asking, oh, where'd you get those from? You know, I'm happy to do that. Whereas the chunky shoes that I was wearing before, like I mentioned, are from Dolls Kill, and I don't feel comfortable supporting them. If you need more info on that, maybe you should just Google Dolls Kill Black Lives Matter. Enough said. And like I said, it wasn't as difficult to bite the bullet on these because they weren't as expensive as the Saint Laurent version, but also they weren't as cheap as the version from La Moda, which just doesn't feel as like sturdy of a shoe and didn't fit me as well anyway. So I do recommend them. My advice to you is if you are interested in any shoes from Naked Wolfe, wait, because the Black Friday sale, Cyber Monday weekend, whatever, happens every year, and it has happened for the past like 3 years. I always plan to replace my shoes literally on November, whatever that is. It's just an easier pill to swallow that you like saved money. I highly recommend them. I love them. I think they're super cool. I recommend any shoe from Naked Wolfe, like I said. If you have any other questions about either these shoes or the track leopard or the sporty sneaker, then let me know. I can answer some questions about any of those. Any other questions about Naked Wolfe, let me know. Any other comments, leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just kind of a random just because video that I wanted to do. If you're new here, welcome. Maybe stick around. Please subscribe. Turn on the bell to be notified when I upload. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, SoundCloud, TikTok. Everything will be linked down below in the description as always. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, kisses.